I wish Joey Chestnut would be a part of the WWE so much to where he can tag with Rey Mysterio. That's what I wish.
If he did that, maybe they could feud against the Wyatts and make the Wyatts scary again. Hashtag campaign. Do it.
Yeah, hashtag.
No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
You are the ex-champion already.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure 4 leg lock.
What you drinking, a Celsius?
Yeah. Since Cypher Sounds won't send us pallets, maybe I'll just start asking Theo Vaughn. I don't know.
Theo Vaughn's an interesting character. Like he just asks what's on his mind. He's a pretty interesting guy.
And then sometimes you're just like, is this a real thing that he's saying, or is it? It's like our boy Beefy. Sometimes I don't know if Beefy's telling the truth or if he's he just walks that line of like, what did he say? Like, I mean, some of the stories he shared on Sunday after our workout, I was like, huh?
What is that?
Yeah.
It's Dre Rawka coming at you live from Cousin Tyrone's basement, Figure 4 podcast.
Yeah. Will Wonder here from Still Champion and your King Gunther. King Gunther, the ring general, King Gunther. I can't even do it. King Gunther. From his his guest house now. I know the background looks the same, but I've upgraded.
Yeah, the guest house. All right, we're moving on up.
Yeah, and they have a new shirt. They have a new Gunther shirt, but it still has his face on it. Just still his face with some words. Better than the all red one.
What's on your shirt? It looks like Donkey Kong. Oh, it's just a skull. Oh, okay.
This is a Project Rock shirt. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, I was gonna say, is that a cross between the Viper and Stone Cold?
That's a good idea, though.
Great idea.
Mm-hmm.
They should put us in charge of merch.
Yep.
Oh man, how was your Labor Day weekend, man?
It was good. I did some recording for the show, which, by the way, the first episode of the Will Wonder Show dropped last Thursday. So make sure you check that out on the YouTube, or you can listen to it. It's more meant for you to watch it, though. So what else? What else did we do? Did some recording for that Saturday. Shit, what did I don't think I did much Saturday evening. My mind's going blank.
You sent me a picture on Sunday.
Sunday, I went to the pool, my in-laws' pool. There was a little pool party over there, had some beverages, and feeling good. Feeling real. Had some good food. And then we worked out Sunday morning. That was great. Monday, man, my mind is hazy right now. What did I do yesterday, man? I just kind of went to the old Kennecott copper mine. Took my son there. For those in Salt Lake City or in Utah, you know what that is. If you're not here, it's exactly what it sounds like, an enormous copper mine. They own like half the mountains on the west side. So
were they working at the time?
Yeah.
The big ass
trucks are enormous. I hadn't been there since I was like 8, so I didn't even remember it. My father-in-law worked there for like 20-something years. And it was cool to go. Cool to take my son, because the last time I was there was a whole different visitor center, because as you know, it slid and fell and thousands of people died and all that. But
do you remember?
I'm kidding. Nobody died. I thought you were going to be like, oh shit.
Yeah, because I thought that was true.
No, they knew it was coming, so they evacuated.
You remember that movie, The Rundown, with Dwayne?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's whenever I go to the copper mine, that's what it reminds me of.
With the truck, trucks. The trucks are enormous.
That's cool.
It's
man.
intimidating.
My kids up there.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cheap, $6 a person. Get on a little bus, and you just go up. It's a self-guided thing, so you just read stuff and look at things.
There's a little town at the base of it, Copperton.
Yep.
Which just looks like a whole nother region, like a whole different world. It's all nice and like somewhere like northeast.
Yeah, it is very different. I mean, it was like, I guess, little history here for all of you non-wrestling history. Apparently, it was like a booming town. When the copper mine first opened. Now, not so much. I think there's a decent amount of people that live there. But I told my son this. I said, your dad and his friends used to go ghost hunting in that little town over there because there was some activity over yonder in Copperton. So maybe that's something we do sometime.
You ever hear or see anything?
Not at Copperton. No, I mean, it was mostly just us freaking out. I did get some stuff at a different place called Yosepa. And we can talk about that later at another time. But I did get a voice and I got a picture that's pretty trippy. I'll send it to you.
Oh, snap. Well, I didn't do much, man. I watched wrestling. I worked out. I hung out with the family.
Shit, yeah, and watched wrestling. Forgot about that.
No Mercy went down. We'll be talking about Bash in Berlin. We'll talk about last night's Raw, as well as who we thought Wrestler of the Week is. But No Mercy. I know you didn't catch No Mercy because you are an NXT hater. Even though I'm trying to convert you, bro. It is. I text you too. I was like, dude, a couple of these matches on this card are worth watching.
And then what happened? I text you back a selfie, right?
Yeah, yeah, you did. You text me back a selfie, poolside. One match that I really wanted to highlight, and one match that I think the people should be excited about, is Wesley and Zach Wentz. These guys were part of the Rascals back in the day. I'm still learning these guys, like their history. Wesley, I've known about Wesley. I've seen him wrestle. I'm really excited for who Wesley is. And 3 months ago, I'd be like, Wesley's ready for main card. But after this match, I love where Wesley's at. I love him being on NXT. I love him paving his own path on NXT and making people watch NXT. Like, I don't need to go to SmackDown. I don't need to go to Raw. It'll be awesome. But come over here. Come watch us over here. And you got Zach Wentz, who's a part of TNA, who's a TNA champion. They put on a really, really fun 15-minute match.
Wow. That's good.
High energy, a lot of acrobats and acrobatics, and
there was just acrobats up there on the wires while they were wrestling.
Just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And when you have a guy or a girl that have history, that have a story, this can ride out. Who knows? Wesley can go over to TNA. We might see him come back. This can go so many ways now. Like, I think this is a really, really cool story to watch. Or maybe it's the end and we see what happens next for Wesley. Another match that I think that people should watch is Obafemi defending his title against Tony D'Angelo. If you watch the episode that we had Pop Out Aiden on, friend of the show, he was talking about how much he liked Tony D'Angelo. Now, I wasn't 100% familiar with him, Obafemi. I definitely am. But this match was hard-hitting. Tony D'Angelo twisted his ankle maybe 2 minutes into the match. Really bad twisted ankle. So it looked like, oh man, like this, they're gonna call this match early. But no, he fought through the pain, brought it to Oba, and just a fun match, hard hitting, a lot of man meat, going back and forth.
Favorite.
Yes.
Oba Femi won though. Yeah.
Oba retained his title.
So I guess Oba, I heard this on a podcast, is the longest reigning current champion in all of WWE. So NXT, SmackDown. He's had the belt the longest.
Yeah, that would make sense because I think he won it right before Mania. Yeah. And we've had a couple of changes on the main roster. So that makes sense. We had Otis try to go and take it from him, and I'm sure that story isn't done yet, but we will talk about Otis here in a minute.
Yes,
and they put a cap on NXT No Mercy and why you should watch it. Go check out the match with Ethan Page defending his title against our guy Joe Hendry with a special guest referee, Trick Williams. Now, I was talking to Pop Out Aiden about this match, and I was like, dude, Joe Hendry's been working TNA and NXT, going back and forth, working. And if you haven't watched NXT lately, the Hardy Boys joined Joe Hendry.
I saw that.
Pretty interesting. So this whole time I'm like, yo, is he gonna turn on Joe? Because Trick and Ethan Page are they don't like each other, right? And so I'm like, damn, like, will we see a turn here? Will the Hardy Boys come out and save Joe Hendry? It didn't happen. Spoiler alert, it did not happen, but Ethan Page did bring it to Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry put up a good fight. He's a strong, brawly kind of dude. And Ethan Page won fair and square. Trick did not play any tricks, and he called the match You know,
wow, right down the line, huh?
Yep, called it even
Nice.
until the end of the match. Guess who comes out and beats up Trick?
Who?
Pete Dunne.
Oh,
Shillelagh, Shanae.
Shillelagh?
Yeah, that. But then right after that, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but Trick Williams dropped a diss record on Pete Dunne.
Oh, damn.
He dropped a diss record. Everybody's talking about this record. Everybody in NXT is reposting it. Pete Dunne's having a hard time, you know, as you seen last night, trying to go after our guy, your friend, my friend, our friend, Sheamus.
Yeah.
Butch is don't call him Butch. Pete Dunne he's unleashed right now, so we're gonna see him go crazy on NXT, and we'll probably see him go crazy on Raw again. But if you haven't watched No Mercy, I highly suggest go check it out. There's a few matches on here that were really dope. Even the Roxanne Perez match with Jada Parker was dope. So go check it out right now. Like right now.
Well, are we gonna finish this, or should I just hang up?
Well, you left me waiting for about 30 minutes.
Blame it on my better half. Okay.
Just played. Should we jump into Bash in Berlin?
Yes, let's do that. Let me just start by saying this, Dre. I was 90% right about what was going to happen, and it happened. The only thing I got wrong, and we can cover the actual matches, obviously, was the Terror Twin. Oh, God damn it. The Terror Twins, yeah. And beating Dom and Liv. I just thought we weren't going to see that until Rhea got her one-on-one with Liv. But now it makes sense because they're saying, hey, she pinned her. Boom, bam, match after we get off this crutch or whatever, right? But yeah, let's get into the whole card. Let's get into the whole thing, shall we?
So they start off with a banger. They start off with KO and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
I was very surprised. I was like, dude, I thought for sure we would get the tag match first. But when Cody's music hit or KO's music hit, I was like, oh shoot, we're getting this right now. They're popping it off right now. And oh, by the way, by no means do I think this event was phenomenal. By no means do I think this was the greatest event ever. But I do believe the crowd made Bash in Berlin funner than what it could have been.
Yeah. I felt like it was pretty good. I thought the matches were pretty good. But yes, the crowd definitely brought it up a level.
I was thinking about this, Wonder. Would I feel the same way about each match if it wasn't for the crowd? And I really thought about this. I don't think I would have. It was solid wrestling. Don't get me wrong. It was solid wrestling, good matches, but I feel like the crowd is what made me be like really hyped. Like where I didn't go to the kitchen. I didn't go make my breakfast burrito. You know what I mean? Like I was tapped in. But with Cody Rhodes, KO, your prediction was these guys will have a slobber knocker. They'll shake hands and be friends.
Yep.
What happened?
They had a slobber knocker. They shook hands and they were friends. Cody wins. Boom.
Even though KO could have really put it to Cody.
Yeah, that KO's conscience came in. Like he could have taken out the leg, right? The knee or whatever. Decided not to do it. So
multiple times.
Yeah, I wonder what happens with this. Like, because we obviously, you know, we'll get to the main event, but we get Gunther. Well, we get Gunther Sammy now, so that means Randy's back with, you know, the SmackDown folks. So does that mean that now he's gonna? I don't know. But yeah, KO was just a good guy. You know, didn't turn like he said. He said he wasn't going to do it, and he stuck to his word.
It leaves me wondering what is next, though. We got Sammy that randomly pops up. We haven't seen Sammy in about 3-4 weeks since he got
since he lost to Gunther, right?
No, was it Breaker?
Oh, Breaker. My bad. Yes.
Yeah, since he got demolished by Breaker.
Yeah.
And so he's been gone. He's been off of Raw. He's been doing his comedy thing, I think. And then he'll get a random return right after Gunther puts on a good performance against Randy Orton. And it really confused me. And now I'm like, I'm in shambles, bro. I don't know what's going on with Cody. I don't know what's going on with Randy. I don't know where KO falls into this whole thing. Is KO going to fall in line with Cody? Is he going to have his back? Does Gunther end up giving Sammy another chance? Sammy doesn't beat Gunther. Like, what happens with Sammy? It goes back to your original question, very week 7. What's the identity of Sammy?
Yeah, just throwing him in here, huh? I did like when Sammy's music hit and you get Gunther going, what the fuck? You serious? Seriously, he says something like that.
This cockroach. He don't go.
Yeah.
He can't get away.
Yeah, I mean, I get kind of the thought behind it as Sammy took the IC title from Gunther, right? But our King Gunther's just on a whole nother level now. Like he was top tier then, and he's even higher now. So I think this is going to be a quick go of Sammy. Makes sense for Bad Blood though, right? Because they had, whatever. But yeah, am I worried? Absolutely not. I'm in his guest house. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go to the pool, King Gunther's pool here in about, I don't know, whenever we end this, 30 minutes or so.
Randy Orton comes out with a 5-minute. I kind of timed it. A 5-minute walkout.
Holy moly.
Randy, hurry your ass up to the ring.
Yeah.
Like we get that. They talk to you. We get it.
Mm-hmm.
We get it. Like,
You hear them.
Yeah, get your ass in the ring.
Yeah.
And Gunther, he was like, yo, let's speed this shit up. Let's walk out. Here we go.
Match was phenomenal, I feel.
Match was
very long match. I didn't time the whole match, but yes, it was on the longer side, but I was in. And the intelligence of my King Gunther, wearing him down and the pop, pop, pop on the neck, and then the last sleeper hold, put him to sleep, ending any questions about what happened at King of the Ring. Oh, he didn't really win. Oh, he did this time. Okay, night, Randy. Send your ass back to SmackDown.
Who else can do that? Like, who else is putting people to sleep entertaining us while entertaining us?
I don't think anybody. Like there was a point where Roman had a pretty dope submission move. What was it called? See, I don't even remember now, but it obviously didn't stick out as much as it should have. But there's no one that's believable, in my opinion. So yeah, Gunther, king of the world coming up.
I was. Did you watch SmackDown before Berlin?
Yes, but nothing really stuck out to me. Like I tried to go back to what I had wrote down, and it just wasn't like, I don't know. Was there anything that for you was like, oh?
The only thing that stood out to me, and then going back to the crowd, was the pop that Kaiser got.
Oh,
Kaiser got a pop. Kaiser, between Kaiser and Rhea, they both got, I think Kaiser probably got a bigger pop, but I was surprised by that. Now I get it. German, European, I get it. But not even Gunther got that type of pop.
Yeah, that is interesting, because even in the Gunther Randy match, like the fans were going back and forth. Like some were cheering for Gunther, some were for Randy, which is kind of, I mean, I don't know if I expected them to be all in on Gunther, but maybe they're just playing that role of like good guy, bad guy, right? The crowd is anyways, but
they were fun, man.
Yeah.
I mean, with tag matches, it was expected. Bianca and Jade. Bianca got a pop. That was really dope to see. And that match was just fun. Like all those ladies can really wrestle. Right. And they really went down. I mean, Jade is still kind of warming up on me, but Bianca, that chick's a bona fide superstar. I love that chick.
Yeah, I want her to get back to her singles run. Like I like her and Jade together, but I need her in like the title picture. She held it for so long. Like let's get her back there, at least in the conversation.
I agree 100%. Punk and McIntyre.
Oh, the Punk and the McIntyre. It was a slobber knocker. There was blood because it's Punk, right? You gotta throw some blood in there. He gets his little bracelet back. The match was fun. Like strap matches are what they are. There's not like a lot of craziness that's going to happen, right? Because you're so close together. There were some like funny parts where you had Drew where he would tap the turnbuckle and he was carrying Punk and he turned and then Punk taps it. I didn't love the match, but I thought it was all right. Like it was entertaining enough. And then, like I had said, this Punk's going to get this win, and then we're going to have a rubber match at Bad Blood to hopefully end it all and let Drew go on his way. Let Seth come back in, and because I want to see Seth Punk. Like when Punk came back at Survivor Series, that was what we were led to think was going to happen with him freaking out, and outside of the cage. And now we're damn near a year later, right? Almost. So I think hopefully Bad Blood is the end of Drew and Punk. I didn't. I was like, Punk comes out and calls out Gunther. I'm like, getting a little big for your britches there, buddy. Okay, back your ass up. You've had 3 matches since you've came back. You need to put in some work. But the match was good. Obviously on Raw, Drew comes out, whoops his ass, feeds him his bracelet. Now it's broken. Now what? Now what is it? Just like, oh, now I'm really mad.
You won't like me when I'm angry. For real.
But I will say Punk looked good. Like, I've talked a lot of shit about him, but I think he looked relatively good in the match. But I knew there was going to be blood. I knew there was going to be color because that's just what it is in the strap match. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, I didn't like how Drew kept on putting the table away. Like, Drew, what are you doing? That's what we want. Get the tables. You know what I mean?
He has to find a way to get people to boo him, because he's so lovable. That Scottish crazy ass.
Who else we have? Oh, Judgment Day. So Liv and Dom, Damian and Rhea, the Terror Twins, go at it. Mixed tag match.
Yeah.
To me, this was the match of the night.
Really?
Yeah, this was my match of the night.
I did like it a lot. I don't know. It was tough for me. I mean, outside of me being a Gunther fan, I thought that match was pretty phenomenal. I loved the KO and Cody match. This one was good as well, though. And Rhea just fucking out there looking like $1 million. Okay. Walked out. I was like, holy smokes. But the match itself was great. I thought for sure when Judgment Day came out, and they were intervening, I was like, oh, okay. Yep, here it is. They're gonna get their win. But I loved how they flipped it on me, and Rhea and Damian got the win. And but yeah, it was a good match. And like that Germany crowd loves them some Rhea, that's for sure. Don't we all though? Don't we all?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was telling Angel at the bar. Angel is a friend of the show, and I was telling him like,
yeah, he's a good acquaintance of the show.
He was like, who's this Rhea chick? And I was like, why is everybody obsessed with her? I was like, dude, you need to watch because this chick has it all. Like, she is a star, bona fide star. And when you talk about the main guys and gals in the WWE, when you talk about the top 5, you have to, as far as stardom goes, you have to put Rhea there. I don't care where the chips fall. You know what I mean? Obviously, Roman is the guy, but I mean, when you talk about Cody, you got to mention Rhea. You know what I mean? When you talk about Jay, you got to mention Rhea.
Yeah, she's
that girl.
She, even with her being gone, like everyone was so, I mean, her and Roman, you had those chants, we want Roman, or, mommy, whatever. Yeah, she's definitely up there. I do hope that once this gets finished with her and Liv, and it may go on for a while, which is cool with me because it's a fun storyline. I do hope that they bring her some other competition. I hope we get Charlotte back, whomever really, but just some more competition that's like believable. You know what I mean? Again, Bianca, like get Bianca back in there.
Absolutely. Bianca, Rhea, I'm with that all day.
Oh,
that would be fun.
Take my money. Yeah. Take my money.
Do you think that is there something being missed with Finn right now? Or is it too early?
See, no, I think we have to get that Finn Damian match. But again, I go back to what I think it was last week or the week before, where like you look at Judgment Day now and it's like, there really isn't anybody who's like that standout leader.
Yeah.
Dom is the most standout hated. Like, do we really hate Finn, even though he screwed him over? Like, I don't like from like most fans, I don't think are like, I hate Finn Balor now. Like, I think they are missing out on how talented he is and what they could do with him. His mic skills aren't great though, and it's something maybe a little bit to do with his accent. That's kind of tough, but I think we are missing out on it, but I'm excited just for the lead up to Damian Finn and that actual match. Cause both of them, I mean, Finn, the Mania I went to when he split his head open and still finished the match against Edge. Like he is, in the words of, let's see, how would I put this? What should I say? He's a PTPer. Okay. Primetime player. That's him. Finn Balor.
Yeah, man. I want to see the demon. Give us a demon. Bad blood. Give us demon.
Even if he's a heel, people are going to be like, oh, yeah, demon's here. Yeah.
Word. Do you think, what was your thoughts on Damian, Rhea, and Jay last night, finishing out Raw in the middle of in the ring.
Mm-hmm. I feel like they are trying to lead us to some type of possible romantic relationship between Jay and Rhea. Especially like the lead up to it where Damian was like, well, what did he say? Did he say yes? Or how did he put it? Did he say yes? No, he didn't. What did he say? He said yeet. And it's like, so that leads you to like, they had a conversation behind closed doors. And there's been that like back and forth of like Jay saying that like he's interested in her. I thought it was fine to close out the show. I mean, like you said, Rhea's their one of the biggest stars, if not the biggest on Raw. And Jay, one of the most over guys. Damian's up there. So I liked it. It was a cool way to end the show. I'm wondering, it's me, it's most wrestling fans. We're just not happy being present in the moment and enjoying what's going on, right? Because I'm like, well, how do we get Jay back to the goddamn Bloodline 1.0, right? Because Solo called out, going back to SmackDown, Solo mentioned Jimmy in the little thing. So it was kind of like, okay, now Jimmy's coming back at some point. But how do we get back to that? And do we have time for like a romantic relationship? You know what I mean? Like between Bad Blood and Survivor Series? Or am I thinking too deep into this? And it's just, we're going to get that Mania next year. I don't know. Again, just not happy in the moment. God, I'm trying to do better. Okay. I'm trying to do better.
Raw, just to switch gears over to Raw. We mentioned the Terror Twins and Jay. With that came a conversation with Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker finally approaches Jay right before his Contenders match and was like, yo, homie, you don't want this. Just go ahead. Just stay away right now because you don't want this. Nobody in your family's ever beat anybody in my family.
I love that.
This is a common thing that we're seeing from these two, right?
Yep.
They keep on using the family terms, and which is really good, right? Is this a feud that is going to be long term? Because we just mentioned the Bloodline, we just mentioned the Terror Twins. Where does Braun Breaker fall into all this?
Yeah, I don't know. Where do we stand in the IC title tournament? Because like we had the match last night was it Dragunov? Yeah, Dragunov advanced.
Yep.
We still need Dom. We still need Dom's match. Am I bugging right now?
No, Dom. He faced Dragunov in
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Yeah.
Dragon Lee, by the way, him and Dragunov. Woo, that was fun.
Yeah, Dragon Lee is something else. Yeah, okay, so Dom's out of that. I wish I would have pushed him along. Not put him with Dragunov. Like, find another way to do it. But where do we get with that IC title picture? Obviously, Jay seems like the one that's going to win, especially with all this shit talking. I don't know if you drag that out. Again, like, time's ticking, right? Survivor Series means we need a War Games and we need new Bloodline, old Bloodline. And that doesn't make sense for an IC title match. Maybe they're trying to build up the bad blood between these two with the family talk. Because, I mean, you remember what happened with Cody and Rock, right? Talked about family. Bam, it's on. Okay. So maybe they do that for bad blood. But it can't last a long time. It can't. And maybe the Bloodline interferes in that match, causing Jay to lose. And we get hey, me and you, we'll finish this later. I gotta go take care of these guys. You know, maybe that's how it happens. I don't know. I have so many questions going into these next couple of months. What do we have in October? Is Bad Blood beginning? Yep. Dang, and then we get a whole like 2 months almost until not 2 months, but beginning of October, end of November Survivor Series.
Oh yeah, it is November Survivor Series.
So we get a long time to build some stories there.
Damn. And we got Bronson Reed that's still sick and talking a whole bunch of shit on Twitter. That was awesome.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah, I mean, he caught the vid, but he's like, hey, I'm not dead. You know what I mean? These fingers still work.
So now we go back to Alpha Academy and American Made. Are you over this,
bro?
I feel like a broken record, but they keep on bringing it back.
We keep doing it. And then we talked, and then the call out to Howdy and the 6, and then we're going to have another goddamn match next week. A street fight.
Yeah, street formation. Like, yeah, street fight.
Oh man, I'm so done. I'm so done. I thought, we get Joe Tessitore, we get a new announcer in here. We're gonna shake some things. No, we're not. It's the same old song and dance.
Tessitore. It was his first night. I'll give him a pass, but no energy. Like,
he's a very good comment. Like, I remember him from Friday Night Fights on ESPN, the boxing matches. Like you get some decent fights in that. I like him a lot, but they've always had this problem when you can't replace Michael Cole, bro. You just can't.
You can't.
That's the hard part. So what do you do? Like,
where's Michael Cole at though? Is he still in Germany, or is this going to be ongoing?
No, Tessitore is the new. Well, okay, Tessitore is the new Raw announcer for now, right? If there's bad feedback, he'll be gone.
Taking Michael Cole's spot or McAfee spot?
I feel like Cole isn't Cole going to SmackDown? Because I don't know. Because also I think I should have just looked this up before I said it, but I'm not that fast with technology and such. I'm 38 years old. I feel like the premiere of Raw is next week or the week after, whenever it goes
to Netflix.
No. The season premiere of Raw, because they say they have like a new season. I don't get that shit.
Well, I thought that was day one in January.
No, that's the new year, not the new season.
Gotcha.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but maybe they're going to do something there. I don't know. SmackDown is going to USA, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, next week I think, or this week. Yeah, which is wild. We haven't seen SmackDown on any other network in how many years?
I mean, my son, I remember. Okay, I vividly remember this. The very first SmackDown on Fox, because my son had gone to bed. He was very young at the time, so he had to be like a year old, maybe. And I'm sitting there at the TV, right, locked in, and The Rock's music hits. The Man comes out first. Becky Lynch comes out, and then Baron Corbin for some reason, and then we get The Rock, and I'm locked in, and my wife is recording me because she already knows. She knows the deal by that time, right? We married, have a kid, but she just thinks she thought it was so funny, and I'm like, hey, it's Dwayne. I'm in. You know what I mean?
She's like, I married this fucking nerd.
Yeah, so it had to be like later 2018, I think, when it went to Fox around that time. So,
all right. Well, hopefully, I mean, like I said, it was his first night. I'm giving Joe a chance. I'm not 100% familiar with Joe. First impression, he knows his stuff. Great commentary, but no energy. They keep on references from Pat McAfee. Make your own. Like, big son of a bitch. Like, fight.
Well, they put it on a T-shirt though. They put it on a T-shirt for him. You know what I mean? But who knows? Did Pat come up with those, or was that like someone in the back saying? I bet you it was Pat. Pat's very creative.
It's Pat.
Yeah,
Pat McAfee.
But real quick, going back to the 6 and Alpha Academy, we're just going to keep. We're like this. There's no more milk in this cow. Okay, this cow's ready to just retire. Can we let it retire? I just don't know what happens after this. Like, we've set up the wives to be so consumed with Chad Gable. And God, I just hate it. I don't know. I don't want to beat a dead horse, man. I've been shitting on this for weeks now.
Another singles match, or no, it's an 8-person tag now.
Yeah, and it's a street fight. Goddamn street fight, yeah. The White Chicks. I don't know, man. I don't want to be sad. Okay, I'm just gonna say. I guess it boils over at Bad Blood with this. Please let it end then. Please, for the love of God, just let it end. And then we get Howdy on the mic, and it's just weird, man.
Dude, I told Tressa, I said, babe, I was like, did you understand the word he was saying in all these riddles?
Yeah.
Like, he's like a boom bap rapper that you like, but damn, it's like, a bomb atomically, a velocity. I'm like, geez, like, come on, just say,
describe how, what? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Get to the point. Say you're gonna wrestle. Say who's gonna wrestle, because there's, 5 of you guys. So
yeah,
who is gonna wrestle? Got to be Nikki Cross. Who do you sit out? Who sits out?
I don't know. he can be that way in a video package. He can't be that way when he's standing out in front of the crowd and we're just watching. Like the video packages, they do a great job. They edit those. It looks cool. You can't just be coming out and holding the mic and doing that. Like, I don't know, man. Oh God, I am so sick to my stomach about this thing. And it's because I'm passionate. I love wrestling. We love wrestling.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love Bray. And it's like, holy moly, man, what are we doing here? Let Chad Gable and, Alpha or American Made, the American Gladiators.
Yo, did you see him slap homeboy? What was his name? Oh, he slapped the shit.
Yeah.
I was dying. I was like, did Gable really just slap him that hard? It's like, geez.
Yeah.
Brutus just looked like a freaking King Kong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
just good. I'm good with it being done. And I've said it for 3 weeks now, and we're going to talk about it again next week.
Stay tuned. We'll be back.
American Made. We'll do, in what, 3 weeks, we'll do a Bad Blood preview and we're going to talk about it then too.
Yeah. All right.
Give me Undertaker Ministry, kidnap fucking, I don't know, kidnap somebody.
Yeah.
Wyatt's. Okay. Let's kidnap somebody. Let's make this scary again.
Lay Gable on the cross.
Make the Wyatts scary again. I'm going to get a hat that says that.
Boom. I like that. Make the Wyatts scary again. Yeah. And we'll drop it on Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Ooh, okay.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah. Merch store coming soon.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked Raw. SmackDown was trash. I mean, as usual. I shouldn't say that. I really enjoy Corbin. I really enjoy it
was a very go home episode before a PLE in another country.
Yeah, Apollo Crews. Sorry, I was drawing a blank there for a minute. Wrestler of the week
could not go to Bronson Reed this week because he is sick. Okay, he has COVID. He tried.
Although, if we're judging off of tweets,
he would be there. He might even be top 5 voting this week. I'm just gonna do it. This is gonna sound crazy, because
I got you. I'm just gonna pick mine.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it again. Every week it could go to my guy King Gunther. Right? Anytime he's on television or he's wrestling, I would give it to him. But trying to take my bias out of it, taking my bias totally out of it, I'm gonna step out of myself and I'm gonna give it to CM Punk this week.
Ooh,
because he did look much better than I thought he would. Yes, he had to do the color to make it, but he gets the win, and then he gets his ass beat Monday night to further the storyline. He gets fed maybe it's co-MVPs between him and Drew, but I've given it to Drew before, so I'm going to give it to Punk.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
You're never going to hear that out of my mouth again.
Now that you say that, I think CM Punk really does deserve it. I put 2 names down. One is a repeat offender, Mommy, because Mommy put on a phenomenal show in Germany. Yeah. Then she comes out, gets injured on Raw, and still comes out and puts it on Live and saves the day. And she is honestly living up to that terror name. She's bringing brutality. But aside from that, I put none other than one of my favorites, Maxine Dupree.
Oh, wow.
Bringing it to Ivy now, dropping a huge crossbody off the turnbuckle onto all of American Made. Or I'm not American Made, but American Made.
Yeah, whatever the name is.
Yeah. And performed really well. Dropped the worm that she didn't get to land, but came out swinging. She wasn't scared. She wasn't this timid Maxine Dupree that we know. And she was going against her teacher. She was going against the woman that put her in the gym, got her all her strength, built her confidence up, and now the student need to beat up the teacher. So with that, I would say Maxine Dupree deserves that wrestler of the week.
Awesome. Hell yeah. I'm with that. Love me some Maxine Dupree. She's gotten so much better in the ring too. I remember there was those times where people were like, fans were clowning on her, and Rhea even came to her aid on Twitter. And yeah, she's gotten better each week, and she's a great character, and smoke show too. So there you go. Total package.
Tozawa though. When did they get rid of the cruiserweight title?
Oh,
It was a very long time. I know I wasn't watching.
When T.J. Perkins left. Was that what it was called? Yeah. Hold on, I'm going to look this up.
That was the funnest division for a long time.
Yeah. Cruiserweight Championship. Hold on, we're getting IT on this. No, okay. It was 2007. So T.J. Perkins, maybe that was the what title did he have then? And I know you didn't watch it this time, but it's when they let like all the little guys come out and wrestle. Hold on, T.J. Perkins. Talk amongst yourselves while I look this up. Talk amongst yourselves. New Japan, nope. Indies. Oh my God, this guy's wrestled everywhere. Hold on, we're getting the WWE, TNA.
Hey, you know when Rhea was like, "I got a tag team partner for you," talking to Damien.
Mm-hmm.
I would tell me why I looked at Wifey and I was like, "Oh, is she gonna go get R-Truth?"
God. Oh, 205 Live. Sorry.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It was considered the Cruiserweight Championship, though. So he had that. 205 Live was for any wrestler 205 pounds and under.
Oh,
it was a show that they tried to do. TJ Perkins, Tyler Bate. I mean, there was a lot of really talented dudes that were just small. So
and Tyler Bates just gone now.
Yeah,
I would like that guy.
I think you would have liked TJ Perkins. That dude could go. But
hey, maybe a throwback match. Maybe I'll.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. We didn't do one this week. I think that was on you.
Yeah, it was. The holiday threw me off. I all day yesterday I thought it was Sunday.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, I'll get to it. No, didn't happen.
It's
but
all
I think we did a solid episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I showed up late. You know what I mean? I'm disgusted with the state of WWE minus my King Gunther. So yeah, we did a good one.
Yeah. If you want to check me out off of this podcast and on Unrestricted Podcast, check it out. All at Rawka on Instagram. You can find all my links and everything in the link tree. Allrock.com, ALLRAWK.com. Go get a shirt. Here in Utah, man, it's hoodie season. If you're up at 6 a.m., it's chilly. So definitely go and support. You can make a monetary donation by buying some of the merch I got up there. But if you want to support this show for free, just share it. Like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend, tell a friend about it. Tell them that we don't like the Wyatt Six, and what's the saying? Make the
Wyatt scary again.
Make them scary again. All right, that's the campaign that we're running.
That's perfect. Will Wonder, the Will Wonder Show on YouTube, the Will Wonder Show on Instagram, March 15th Media on Instagram, and I think that's it. Check all that out, and of course, support Dre. Okay, if you do anything, support Dre Rawka.
Dope episode he just dropped with JT from Minute After 8, or with Minute After 8. He is a producer / artist. Did he tell you that he has rhymes?
I asked him. I tried to get there, and I was like, "So did you start rapping?" And he's like, "No, just producing." And I'm like, "I feel like I've seen pictures of you.
He has rhymes
of you on the mic." Yeah.
Yep. Mo DZ performing too. Dope episode. Go run that up. YouTube, subscribe, all that good jazz.
Mm-hmm. We should try to figure out a giveaway. What are we at? 16, episode 16.
Yeah.
When we reach episode 20, like it's like a cross-functional giveaway, right? Like the Will Wonder Show, Dre Rawka, Unrestricted, All Rock, all 38 other shows you got, and the Figure 4. We do one type of giveaway for 20th episode of this, and we'll figure that out. More details coming soon.
Oh, shout out to Joey Chestnut, who won against Tobiashi on Netflix and got a big WWE belt presented by Rey Mysterio. He gave Joey Chestnut the title.
What?
He smoked Kobayashi. It was like 83 glizzies to like Kobayashi's like 70 or like
God.
or something.
My God.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that was on Netflix.
Yeah,
because I know that they weren't at the Nathan's hot dog eating contest for some reason.
Yeah, dog. They doing bigger and better things, man. Netflix Live.
Damn. Crazy.
Yeah, boy. So don't be surprised if you don't see Joey Chestnut when they go to Madison Square Garden. He's gonna puke.
Oh.
All right, you ready to get out of here?
Yes, sir.
All right, we out. Peace.